Hello, beautiful people. I am back with another YouTube video. This is my beautiful model, Michaela. And I'm doing a very subtle beat on her today. It's going to look gorgeous when y'all see it. Y'all already saw it in the intro, but I'm going to show you how I got that look. So, of course, now first I am doing some quick brow prep. First, I wiped her face with the Noxzema wipes to make sure they're all clean. And then I use my Duo Lash Glue to brush through the brows. After that, I'm going to fill them in with the Wet n Wild KOHL eyeliner pencil in the shade Summer Brown. And I will speed that up because y'all seen me do brows 100 times. So yes, just stay tuned. Next, I'm going to be cleaning up the bottom of her brows. First, I'll be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And then I'll be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. The Camo Concealer is the one with the black top, and it is actually lighter than the one with the white top. The white top is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. So that's the difference between those two. And when I mixed those two, it came out to the perfect shade for her for concealing. So yes, I use that for under the eyes, and I'm just blending that out with a damp beauty blender. Next, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild translucent powder just to set those eyes before I move on to eyeshadow. Moving on to the eye look, I am using the Morphe Neutral Territory palette using the shade Open Mind for the base. And I am just applying that to the middle of the eye and spreading it all over like the actual lid. And then I'm going to blend that out and bring it up so it's like a smooth blend all around. And I really like this color for her. It's like, it's giving chocolate. I like chocolate. Yeah, it's giving, but y'all are going to see how it turns out. So this is not a cut crease, it's more like a soft blended crease. It's not neat, okay? It's really pretty. It's very smooth, and basically I'm using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm to put that color in, and then I'm going to take my Open Mind shade and shape that back up so it's not like kind of just so it doesn't look weird. And then after that, I'm going to take out of the same palette, Neutral Territory, using the shade Bear Play to set that. And I'm going to do that to both eyes. And then after that, I'm going to do a wing with my NYX Liquid Matte Liquid liner. And after I do that liner, I'm going to take my black eyeshadow. You can use any black eyeshadow and set that liner so once she opens her eyes, you know, if the eyeliner is not dry, it won't mess up in the eyeshadow look when she opens her eyes. So yeah, I'll use that to set that, and then I'll just wipe away any fallout from the eyeshadow. And then now I'm about to prime the face, and I'm using my favorite, the Essence Hello Good Stuff 3-in-1 Face Mist, Hydrate, Fix, and Refresh with Watermelon Extract. I'm using that to refresh her face, and then I pat that in with the beauty blender. And then I'm using my primer. It's the same primer. It's from the Essence. I actually don't have the name of it right now. It's actually in my previous video. I think it's like Hydrating Primer. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry, guys. I know it has coconut water and hydrolysic acid. I don't know, something like that. Look, I should be knowing this stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, I'm blending that out with a beauty blender. And after that, I am going to move on to clean up the top of her brows with those same two concealer shades, Fair Warm. Just using e.l.f. Camo Concealer and e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, and I mix that and I clean up the top of her brows. And after that, yes, I did have to mix on her face also because one shade was too light, one shade was way too dark. After I blend out her eyes, I will be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Foundation in the shade 110 and 118. I use 118 on her face first. That's why it looks so dark. Yes, I know. Don't judge me. And then after I put that on her face, I use 110 and I mixed that in, and it came out to a great shade for her. I was kind of going for a bronzy look today. I will take that shade and clean up on top of her brows also, so I get a seamless blend. But after I've applied that to her face, I'll use a e.l.f. Foundation buffing brush to blend that all over her face. While editing this video, I realized I wasn't using a e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. I needed to correct myself once I said that. I was actually using a Real Technique brush. I'm not sure which one it is, but it works the same as the e.l.f. one, and they work pretty well. Moving on to concealer, I'm using those same two shades, Fair Warm. I don't know why I say two shades. Same two concealers, whatever. e.l.f. Camo and e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And I'm just doing 2 dots, one under the eye and by the eyeliner wing. And then the chin, the lip, the nose, and the forehead. You know the routine. First I use the black top, the Camo Concealer, and then after that I'm going to use the hydrating, as you can see with the white top. Yeah, and I tried to, when I blend it with the beauty blender, I try to blend it in the way I applied it. I will bring it down a little bit by the nose, so it's like creating the lifting shape that I want. But yeah. Moving on to contour, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick in the shade 330, and I am just going over under her cheekbones on her forehead, and I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. And I will use a small eyeshadow brush to do the nose contour, and I will speed up the nose contour process because that takes me a little while, just a little while. One thing I would like to add about the nose contour, I like to brush it up into the brow so it's like a natural, seamless blend. It looks like, her nose is snatched. So I like to blend it into the brow to help it create that kind of look. Next, I am moving on to setting the face with my Wet n Wild translucent powder, and I will be using a powder puff, never going back to a beauty blender, only when I haven't washed all my powder puffs. But yes, I'm just setting all of the face, and I won't set the contour with that. I will kind of, you know, slide it against the contour to make it like a sharp snatched, you know, I want her face to be snatched. I don't know what's the word for that. Anyway, setting the contour, I'm using the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. I will be using the very first shade. They don't have names of the shades, sadly. I don't know why. But yes, I'll be using the very first shade to set her contour. Moving on to blush, I'm using my e.l.f. Always Rosy blush, and I'll be using a, what is it called? Real Techniques cheek brush. I love this brush. Oh my gosh, it gets the exact area I want. And I know the blush might look a little harsh, but my highlighter always tones it down. I don't know why, but this camera's vibrance is is up, okay? But anyways, I am using the Milani highlighter, the Stellar Lights highlighter palette, and I'm using the white shade, and then I'm also mixing that in with the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold, which is the best. And I'm using the white highlighter shade in the Milani Stellar Lights for her inner corner of her eye to make that pop a little bit. And yes, I did tightline her eyes with some Wet n Wild retractable black eyeliner, and then I'm just going to put some mascara on her bottom lashes and on her top lashes so they'll blend in great with her lashes. And then after this, I'm going to pop them lashes on. Y'all aren't gonna see that. I'm just gonna pop them on. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do that. Those lashes look incredibly gorgeous on her. They fit her eyes. It's just everything. It fit the look, first of all. Remember at the beginning of the videos when I said she looked like Catwoman? Yes, as you should, honey. Okay, Michaela, we see you. Anyways, for the lips, I am actually lining it with foundation because I didn't have the right liner shade for this. For the look I was going for the lips, I think I'm using the shade 370 in the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Foundation. And I'm just lining her lips with that. And yes, I did mess up in the corner over there, but I fixed that with some concealer. And then after that, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Superstay Matte Lip Ink in the shade 55. And just kind of patting that in, and then I put the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie on top of that, and that just created the perfect look. Oh my goodness. And after that, we are done. I'm going to set her face with my NYX matte finishing setting spray. And yes, honey, give. I'm just fanning that in, and then I'm gonna set that in with a brush. Y'all, she looks beautiful. I'm really glad that this look turned out the way I wanted it to. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back with another one, hopefully this week or next week, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Mwah! Bye guys.